We reject our crazies. It's
What?
time for you guys to reject him. Person, I'll reject him.
Donald Trump.
See, that's your problem. He's not crazy.
problem.
That thing in the restaurant to like the restaurant. There are things I go to a restaurant redefining basically what a human being can do in 24 hours. Things that Trump will do that I will disagree with, but the entire package is as close as you're gonna get to what Americans want. Trump is
Word sun in it. There's no excuse for not knowing how an eclipse works. But it's no surprise that Joy is the one who understands science.
Greg Gutfeld, the sharp-tongued host of Gutfeld, has become a thorn in the side of woke Democrats. In a recent segment, he unleashed a scathing critique of the Democratic Party, exposing their hypocrisy and failures with his signature wit and humor. From their disastrous policies on crime and immigration to their obsession with attacking Trump, Gutfeld didn't hold back. As Democrats struggle with declining popularity and internal conflicts, Gutfeld's no-nonsense approach resonates with millions. This is more than just political commentary. It's a wake-up call for a party that's lost touch with reality. Greg Gutfeld kicked off his segment with a blistering takedown of the Democratic Party, listing what he called the sickening things they've done. He highlighted their support for sanctuary cities, no-cash bail policies, and the rise in crime rates in Democrat-run areas. Gutfeld didn't stop there. He also called out their handling of campus protests, supporting Hamas and the mass looting in stores, which he blamed on their soft-on-crime policies. In contrast, Gutfeld praised Trump's achievements, such as securing the border, rescuing hostages, and brokering a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. He used humor to drive home his point, mocking Democrats for labeling Trump a threat to democracy while ignoring their own failures. Gutfeld's ability to blend sharp critique with humor made his segment both entertaining and impactful. By exposing the Democrats' double standards, he struck a chord with his audience, many of whom are tired of the party's empty rhetoric and failed policies. This opening salvo set the tone for a segment that left no room for the woke Democrats to hide. Greg Gutfeld didn't hold back when addressing the Democrats' favorite talking point, labeling Trump a threat to democracy. He called out their hypocrisy, pointing out that while they accuse Trump of undermining democracy, their own actions tell a different story. Gutfeld highlighted how Democrats have supported policies that have led to rising crime rates, such as no-cash bail and defunding the police, which have made cities less safe. He also criticized their handling of illegal immigration.
Your favorite, if you had to pick one, executive order?
Favorite as a Democrat or my favorite as an American?
I don't see why you should
can't you pick both?
differentiate.
Well, because I think to some degree, of course, thank you. There is some consensus to be had in this and on in all of this. And
So
there are
you
points
admit
to be
that
made.
the some partisanship is un-American?
The back to work policy that will penalize some people that I think have legitimate reason to, and hopefully they'll be able to make their case, whether that's taking care of a loved one. But I think it's a good thing that people are in their office.
Did she
Pointing to the chaos in sanctuary cities where local governments prioritize protecting illegal immigrants over their own citizens. Gutfeld argued that these policies, not Trump, are the real threat to democracy. He used humor to drive home his point, joking that Democrats are quick to blame Trump for hypothetical dangers while ignoring the very real problems they've created. Gutfeld's critique resonated with many viewers who feel that Democrats are out of touch with the concerns of ordinary Americans. By exposing their double standards, he forced his audience to question the party's credibility. His segment was a reminder that actions speak louder than words, and the Democrats' actions are failing the American people. One of the most memorable parts of Greg Gutfeld's segment was his clash with woke guests on his show. Known for his quick wit and no-nonsense approach, Gutfeld dismantled their arguments with ease, leaving them flustered and unable to respond effectively. In one instance, Gutfeld took on supporters of AOC and Eric Swalwell, mocking their inability to address real issues. He pointed out how these politicians focus on divisive rhetoric rather than offering solutions to problems like crime, inflation, and border security. Gutfeld's sharp comebacks and relentless questioning exposed the emptiness of their arguments, making it clear that they were more interested in virtue signaling than governing. Another highlight was Gutfeld's takedown of a guest who tried to defend the Democrats' handling of the economy. Gutfeld countered with facts, pointing out the rising cost of living and the failure of Biden's policies to address inflation. His ability to blend humor with hard-hitting critiques made these moments both entertaining and enlightening. The audience's reaction was overwhelmingly positive, with many viewers praising Gutfeld for speaking the truth. These clashes not only made for great television, but also highlighted the growing divide between woke liberals and the rest of the country. Gutfeld's ability to hold his ground and expose the flaws in their arguments solidified his reputation as a fearless critic of the woke left. Greg Gutfeld didn't just target the Democrats' policies, he also highlighted their internal conflicts. He pointed to Massachusetts Representative Seth Moulton's criticism of his own party, where Moulton admitted that Democrats have become a party that preaches down to Americans. Moulton argued that the party's tendency to scold and label those who disagree as bad people is alienating voters.
The worst atrocities in foreign policy that we left people behind, not only service members who passed away tragically and the ones who are still living, but the people that helped us.
Americans voted for it. That's the difference. I don't have to say it's fine. I'm just telling you the reality.
And now you say, oh, it's fine that their flights are just canceled?
No, I didn't say it's fine. I'm saying that American citizenship meant.
Well, I think when Donald Trump was talking about it and talking about people who are here on student visas, people who are here on H-1B visas,
You're always
talking about undocumented people who come and drop their anchor babies. He was
weird. Americans voted for Donald Trump because they saw these systems, these institutions being to choose this weird exception.
No,
the fact is the system is
weird.
being gamed. The birthright citizen issue, Title IX issues, every single left, and finally, Americans got pushed too far. The point is,
Gutfeld used this admission to further expose the Democrats' disconnect from ordinary Americans. He joked that the party is like a guy getting dumped saying, "I can change, but it's too late." Gutfeld argued that the Democrats' refusal to listen to the concerns of the majority has led to their declining popularity. This internal criticism, combined with Gutfeld's sharp commentary, painted a picture of a party in crisis. By highlighting these struggles, Gutfeld showed that even some Democrats recognize the need for change, but their leadership remains unwilling to address the issues. This segment was a reminder that the Democrats' problems go beyond policy failures. They're rooted in a fundamental disconnect from the people they claim to represent. Greg Gutfeld also took aim at the Democrats' use of fear-mongering to control public opinion. He criticized their tendency to exaggerate threats, such as their warnings about government shutdowns and their claims that Trump's policies would lead to disaster. Gutfeld argued that these tactics are designed to distract from their own failures and keep Americans in a state of perpetual anxiety. Using humor, Gutfeld dismantled these fear-based narratives. He pointed out that while Democrats warn of catastrophic consequences, their own policies have led to real-world problems like rising crime, inflation, and border chaos. Gutfeld's ability to counter fear-mongering with facts and wit resonated with viewers who are tired of being manipulated by scare tactics. This segment highlighted the Democrats' reliance on fear to maintain control, but Gutfeld's critique showed that their strategy is backfiring. As more Americans see through the fear-mongering, the Democrats' credibility continues to erode. Gutfeld's message was clear. It's time to stop being afraid and start holding the Democrats accountable for their failures. Greg Gutfeld didn't miss the opportunity to highlight the Democrats' plummeting approval ratings. He referenced a CNN poll that revealed the Democratic Party's favorability had dropped to a shocking 29%. Gutfeld pointed out that even among independents, support for Democrats had declined by 9% since January. He attributed this decline to the party's focus on attacking Trump rather than addressing real issues like inflation, crime, and border security. Gutfeld joked that the Democrats' strategy of cry, scream, sing, and smear wasn't working, as more Americans are waking up to their failures. Gutfeld also criticized the party's obsession with labeling opponents as Nazis and racists, arguing that this divisive rhetoric is alienating voters. He quipped that if they keep using the term Nazi so casually, people might start greeting each other with, "What up, my Nazi?" This segment underscored the Democrats' growing disconnect from the American public. Gutfeld's sharp commentary and humor made it clear that the party's declining popularity is a direct result of their inability to deliver real solutions. Greg Gutfeld's takedown of the woke Democrats was a masterclass in political commentary. From exposing their hypocrisy on democracy to dismantling their fear-mongering tactics, Gutfeld left no stone unturned. His sharp wit and no-nonsense approach resonated with viewers who are tired of the Democrats' empty rhetoric and failed policies. The segment also highlighted the Democrats' internal struggles and declining popularity, painting a picture of a party in crisis. Gutfeld's message was clear. The Democrats' obsession with attacking Trump and pushing divisive narratives is costing them public trust. As the 2024 election approaches, Gutfeld's critique serves as a wake-up call for the Democratic Party. Will they change course and address the concerns of ordinary Americans, or will they continue down a path of self-destruction? One thing is certain, Greg Gutfeld will be there to hold them accountable every step of the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights from the king of late-night truth-telling.